Why? Auckland sucks! Auckland has more cones than an Eshe's bedroom. So many cones the locals have had to find inventive places to hide them. Even the Sky Tower can't shake the cones, although they were actually the most interesting thing at the base. Japo has some fancier looking cones but can't make good ice cream to put in them. After Hush Hush you can revive your ding dong with a vegan salad. Someone vomited outside PWC, but fair enough to be honest. You can stand on a dick at Tank to eat a salad. There are more vape shops in the CBD than supermarkets, and they all seem to be designed like trendy cafes. This store is called Cum. Starbucks is the most prominent coffee shop, which tells you all you need to know. Shadow's Bar was dead because all the uni students are in Australia. Look at this beautiful landscape architecture. The bottom of Queen Street is steeper than a sheep's backside. After a quick White House sesh, you can get free feed pics from Moses in Myers Park. Now this building is colonial. The cloud hasn't been relevant since the 2012 Bieber concert. The lighthouse tries to foster sympathy for sad boy Captain Cook. Also, this entire chunk of Auckland is built on fake land. Avondale also has a ding dong, but in the dairy form. Parnell burger fuel is meth free, but not blowjob free. Parnell station is ableist, but then again, so is most of New Zealand's landforms. Speaking of public transport, once you've got an AT hop card, you can trip up the steps into a train and ride the entire network since it's basically just one line. Why are there double dicker buses when it's already a struggle to fill up the single dickers? Waitemata station was renamed because they realised Britomart is corny as fuck. The futuristic sci-fi design feels like the Death Star. Oh look, Auckland has trams. Just kidding, they're gone. The Sunday market was tragically pitiful, but I'll give props to this Korean chicken snack pack. Not sure about the macaroni though. This scaffolding is a memorial to all those Kiwis lost to Australia. Ellerslie has a big Christmas tree and a view that highlights the contrast in Auckland commuting habits. The #1 motorway experiences heavy peak hour traffic because Auckland is so car dependent. Good news for Tip Top though with their own billboard. Green Lane has a nightmarishly corporate looking McDonald's building. Stonefields looks heinously monotonous from a distance and up close. K Road is known as the Red Light District, which gives this statue a disturbing meaning. Ponsonby has a duck island which shits on Giapo. Dominion Road is one of the only places you can rely on to get a good feed. A few joints I hit up were Barilla Dumpling, Hot and Spicy Pot, and Wang Wang Pancake, which was my favourite. I particularly enjoyed Hot and Spicy Pot's inventive sing. All this rich culture, but they market with a big white kid. You can climb the volcano Mount Eden to catch a sunset and the best view of the most picturesque part of the city, South Auckland. MANGERE Bridge offers up fresh chicken, fresh hungy, and fresh mullets. Sylvia Park Burger King has a basketball court. GLEN and his housing commissions are getting bulldozed for sterile townhouse developments. Also, the community hall has a random indoor skate park. At PANMURE, you can ascend Mount Wellington to shovel cow shit for fertilizer. $10 to anyone who can beat these lads at PANMURE Library table tennis. MANUKAU CBD was busier than Auckland's. If the flight path or this herald on the ground doesn't scare you off, you can buy this Instagrammable home. The Westfield makes you walk through a Sterling Sports to get inside. The cross outside indicates I was close to the church of 24-hour Kmart. PAPATOETOE, or as it's supposed to be pronounced, PAPATOETOE, can't escape the cones or the palm trees despite being furthest from the beach. There are more Indian clothing stores here than black hubcaps, which is when I noticed New Zealand's obsession with painting your hood or wheels black. So much so that they even sell them like that at Bro Cars. Lil Orbit snacking donuts actually go hard. Bulatoa and Sons sell dense bricks of taro. Glendowie has a big sauce dish and a building named after a slur. Mission Bay has some of the biggest houses overlooking a beach that is so full of shit you're better off swimming in the fountain. KOHIMARAMA absolutely handles building an artificial rock wall to make itself tolerable. This path looks accessible but it leads nowhere. Big rocket! You can send your sheltered pal kid to St Heliers school, but be careful of these decoy crossing lines. The bloke at St Heliers Takeaways gives kids chips for $1 because he feels bad for them. Here is some of the most exclusive real estate in ORAKEI. REMUERA has some of the biggest f***off houses in all of Auckland, including this colonizer castle. Tarps are holding back the hills at LAINGHOLM so the expensive houses don't slide away. Beach Haven is everything but a haven by the beach. As you can see, the real estate market is in disarray. This croissant was drier than a scrub daddy, but support your local, you know. SILVERDALE has to be one of the most horribly white suburbs you'll ever see, from the fake snowfield to the monotonous insipid houses and the colony eggs of Pack and Save. OREWA has an Edmund Hillary statue even though he has nothing to do with the place. Boo Boo Sushi is a funny name. WYWERA's water park has turned into a self-guided Last of Us theme park. And that's why Auckland sucks!